All right. Who would like to have deals that came to them on a daily basis? Yes, 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 yes. Who does not want any deals? Okay, okay. There were some hands that didn't go up, so I just was checking. Just want to hear, want to see where we're at. All right, yeah. So the ideal would be to have some deals kind of flooding to you, right? And having the kind of swat them away, right? Like the ladies coming at you when you guys were back in high school and college. Y'all remember those days, right, Kelvin? Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't do it. I'm trying to get him in trouble. I'm just messing with it. All right. That's right. So, y'all, a good, smart system will help the deals come to you, all right? So, I do like to kind of give you a little bit of an image here because AI has been so much fun. That looks just like me over there, doesn't it? I asked it to try to make it did not do well. So there's two types of investors. You do have the chaser and the attractor. All right. And so we want to be the attractor. Okay. Most investors are out there chasing, running. Has anybody been to a dog park? Yep. Yeah. I know Bishop's like, yep, I've been to the dog park. Y'all been to the dog park? All right. So when I think of a dog park, I think of like all the movies, right? Where you just open up the gate and then there's these dogs running around. Is that true? Is that accurate? Is that what the dog park looks like? All right. So if you were like a nefarious person and you went to the dog park without a dog and you wanted to get a dog to take it home with you, what would you do? When you go in the gate, how would you catch a dog?
Bring some bacon.
Some bacon? Some treats? Would you chase a dog? Would you run after a dog?
No.
What's going to happen if you chase it? It's going to bite you. No, it's going to run. That thing's going to keep going. So I'm not saying that, these deals are like dogs. Although, however, some of them might be like the, what was that? The Hot Mess Express, Marissa? The Hot Mess Express that her and Blake went and saw today. That was a dog. That house was a little bit of a dog. But, the thing is still the same. It's still the same of when you go and you start chasing these deals, it feels like they get farther and farther away. There's a little bit of desperation in you when you start running and chasing them. What's the better way to get those dogs? If you wanted a dog from the dog park, what would be a better way to get it and take it home with you? Yeah, a little treat. Maybe you go in there, you might stand still, let them come to you, right? And how would you get them to you? You would have a treat, but you would have to let them know that you have a treat, right? Now, keep going with this metaphor because, man, it makes so much sense. Now, there are agents in this room. I'm not calling y'all dogs or anything, okay? Don't come at me. Don't come at me. But if you let them know and if they wanted a treat, they might come to you. What's the treat that we can offer agents? I mean, come on, guys. It's elementary. Cash money. What do the agents in this room want? Commissions. Now, they don't want listings. They want the money from the listing. It's okay. You don't have to be politically correct in here. We're in a safe space. We all want some profit. We're all in this business to make a little bit, right? And the agents are the same. So that's the treat we have. We want to work with agents. Guess what? The agents are your professionals. This is their job. How many agents are in the room right now? Yeah, all right. That's a good crowd. Good crowd. Agents are professional real estate. I don't know what word I'm trying to say. Professional real estate people, right? It's terrible. But they're professionals in real estate. They're professional deal finders. They are there every single day looking at deals. So why not use them and work with them to build your business? No reason not to, right? But why do you guys think it is that there's so much of a disconnect between real estate agents and investors? What? Communication. Yeah. The agents in the room, go ahead. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I could think of one that's going on right now that just doesn't understand how investors work, right? Somebody here.
Had people turn me down because they don't want a deal wholesale price. They want the retail price. Retail piece.
Yep.
Thinking like, I know. Show me your letter.
Could be. So I'll ask the agents, since we have a good mix in here, would the agents in the room like to have 5 different clients bring and do 1 deal a year, or 1 client do 5 deals a year? One do 5? Rochelle? 1 do 5? Julian? Think pretty much a consensus, right? Now that wouldn't be hopefully that's not your only client. You got to get more than that. But so as an investor and an agent, we should be working together. Okay. But one of the big things that we don't have is this communication. So we're going to talk about how to communicate with agents, how to let them know what we need, what we want. Okay. Oh, I went the wrong way. All right. So freedom in real estate, freedom in this business isn't about doing a whole bunch of more work, hustling all the time. It's about doing the smart work, all right? And taking the strategies and implementing them consistently. Can't talk tonight. All right, so here's our investor math. Some of our partners know exactly what I'm talking about here. We want to look at 100 discounted properties on the MLS. And if we look at 100, we might find 20 that might be worth an offer. And then one of those will make us money. Okay? So let me just give that to you in another way with an image here. So we're looking at the top. As an investor, we should expect to look at 100 properties from agents. Now, I'm telling you this as the investor. Why? Was this helpful for you to know? Expectations for yourself and for who? For the agents that you're going to work with. All right? So as an investor, you want to let the agents know what you're looking for. Hey, I know that I'm going to have to look at a lot of houses. I'm not going to ask you, Mr. Agent or Miss Agent, to take me to 100 houses. I don't have time, nor do you. But I'm going to be looking and reviewing probably 100 houses before I see 20 that are worth like a deeper call, maybe a phone call with the other agent. Maybe if it's a seller, talking to the seller, maybe we go look at the house. Okay. And I know that from those 100, and I get 20 that require a deeper look, there's going to be probably 10 that I'll make an offer on. Now, setting that expectation for your agent, like if you have one agent that you're working with, setting the expectation that we're going to make 10 offers. You think that's important to say up front? Yeah. Because what you agents can holler it out. If you make 3 offers for a client that don't make it, what are you feeling? Discouraged, frustration? Who's annoyed? It's okay. We're safe space. Right? I know what y'all are thinking. Like, I'm done with this dude. These offers are terrible. They're low. They're never going to take them. Right? But if that agent knew ahead of time that it's going to take 10, and they said, okay, it's just communication, right? So don't keep it a secret. Let them know. Let them know we're going to be making at least 10. And then one of those deals from that 100 ought to be something that you could get under contract. Okay? And this works. We've seen it time and time again with our deal partners, with ourselves. doing these deals. It's a math game, right? All of marketing is just math. You figure out how many it takes to get to an end result. And this is what it looks like. Now, obviously, it could change. It could go up, it could go down, but this is a good rule of thumb. So as we're building out your system, y'all taking these notes, of course. And by the way, if you do want this recording, I will send out an email with it once it's all put together and Gabriel gives us the recording. I'll send an email out. So make sure we do have your email address, because I'll send that out and then it'll go into the Learning Center. Okay, so you can always get this recording. But where was I? Oh, so when you're talking to your agents, building your plan, building your system, you want to let them know that these 100 properties we're going to review, they're not just every property on the MLS, right? So what are some of the properties, what are some of the attributes of the houses that we make offers on? What do you guys think we're looking for? As is. Yep. That's the big one. Value add. What you got? TLC. Investor special. I love that one. Investor special. FISBO. Sure. Motivated seller. I love that one. Handyman special. Yes. All of these, every one of those, I hope you're writing them down or come back and record it. All of those are what you tell your agent you're looking for. Okay, these are the ones you want to review. You don't want to look at every house that hits the market. Why? Because it's going to waste your time. And you won't get to the good 100, which means you won't get to the pretty good 20. You won't get to the great 10 and the perfect 1. Okay? Does that make sense? Is that a system y'all think you could follow? We can implement? All right, cool. I'm going to add a little bit to it for you. All right, so the wide fan method is what we use in Deal Finders Club for finding our deals. I'll go through it real quick. The W is for wholesalers. I is for influencers. D is for driving for dollars. E is everyone you know. F is for Facebook groups. A is for agents. And N is for networking, which you're doing here. All right, so that's the wide fan method for finding free leads, having leads come to you. And so agents is a really, really big part of that. Okay, so we want them to be our free lead generators. Now, it's really important. Remember we talked about, who said bring bacon for the dogs? I mean, agents like bacon too, right? It's the same thing. We just want to make sure that agents that are in our network know that we are real buyers. All right. And they will know that by your credibility, by how you act when you tell them the things that you're looking for, like the investor special, the as is, the 3-2. You give them details and they will trust and know and believe that you're a real buyer. You can go get your pre-approval letter from Rehab Wallet. Okay. You can have some contractors come show up when you look at the houses. All right. So these are things that'll work for you. So learning how to leverage those professional agents, they're professional deal finders in your business is going to help you build a system that keeps generating leads day in and day out. All right. So we want to work smart and develop systems. This here is an image of our CRM inside of Deal Finder data. Who here is an investor that has a CRM? Just a few. I figured it's very, it's not a common thing. Most people don't even know what a CRM is. So a CRM is a customer or client relationship management tool, okay, or system or whatever. You can use Excel. You can use a notebook. Problem is notebooks get lost, papers fly out the window, right? Excel gets messed up, gets overwritten. Systems and softwares make the most sense. The flip side of that is systems and softwares can get you lost. They can get you bogged down and you don't actually go make the phone calls. So a simple one like Deal Finder Data or a simple one like less annoying CRM allows you just put the name of an agent. I just have it here. You probably can't see it, but put their name, put their email, phone number, and then who, like they're an agent. And then you just set up a system, a task to call them every week, to text them every other week, to email them, whatever it is, whatever kind of communication you want to use, let them know that you're there. When you're ready, you can get the more expensive CRMs that will do it automatically. I'm not suggesting you do that right now, but you can do that. All right. When we talk about equipping our partners, that's what I was talking about earlier, is telling the agents, telling your partners, telling people around you what you're looking for. Investor friendly, as is, handyman special. All right. All of those things. Now, follow up. When you're working with agents as a lead source, and I want to make sure I slow down here. Agents as a lead source. So lead source, who knows what that is? Somebody define the term lead source. Shout it out.
Spotify leads.
Yes, feed you leads. Y'all, feeding leads is like, it's the lifeblood of the business. Ways that you could do that are postcards, TV commercials, website, and agents. Okay? So, treating them like a lead source. They are a lifeblood of your business, and you can make it the lead source. I have a buddy who now, that is like his primary lead source. He did $1.5 million down in Augusta last year from agents sending him the leads. Okay? Now, who would like to add $1.5 million of revenue to their business today? Yeah, I think that would be okay. So it is a viable lead source. It can be one that will support you completely. When Michelle and I first started the real estate as a business, after a few years of having a couple rental properties that were terrible, that's how we got our deals. The first 3 years were all agent referrals. An agent brought us a house, saw a house, brought it to us, saw it on the MLS, or brought it to us before the MLS. And that was our entire lead source. Okay? So treating it as a lead source means you have to do things like follow-up. Who likes follow-up? What? We have people that like follow-up? That's amazing. Crystal, you like follow-up? Yeah, I know. So it's not me. Okay, it's just surprise, not me. If any entrepreneur in here, most of us are like, follow-up, what's that? I start going down this new path, right? So I love it. I love that y'all like follow-up. So the money's in the follow-up, because most buyers, most investors, guess what they don't do? Follow up. How many agents, the good agents, all the good agents are in this room, right? Right. How many of y'all have gotten listings or leads or deals because the other agent didn't what? Follow up. Insane. If you just followed up, you would probably be a millionaire. If that was your only business practice was follow up, you would probably be a millionaire, right? Just every business. So treating agents as a lead source means you have to follow up, which means you talk to an agent, and then you talk to them again, let them know who you are. Hey, I'm back. Yes, I'm still buying. Yes, I hope I'm not annoying you. Again and again, right? And eventually, you'll get some activity from it. Activating referrals. I'm not an agent. Well, I am an agent. Take that back. I am an agent. I don't think I'm an agent, but I am licensed. By the way, I didn't give a disclaimer. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. I'm none of your agents. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. So run all these things by your agent or your attorney and CPA. But, I don't act like an agent. I don't know how you do referrals. Rochelle's always yelling at me saying, you can't do that. I don't know what that means. So talk to the agents. Let them know you want to work with them. You want to be a business together. You want to give them referrals. You want to give them, like send them leads or whatever that means. You want to work together and have active referrals back and forth. Okay. I don't know if you can give money. I don't know if you can give gift cards, whatever. You have a question?
You're describing the system theory
Mm-hmm.
of working with realtor.
Yep.
Right. Working this system, are you looking to find one key realtor, or are you looking to work with multiple realtors?
That's up to you. We always made sure that we had multiple realtors, multiple agents that were out there looking for potential deals for us. Yeah. We also have always had one go-to agent to where if there was a property I saw that was on the market, I would call this one agent to go do it for me. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I want as many agents knowing who I am sending leads to our inbox as possible. And then the final thing for your system is to nurture the leads that you get. Okay. Now this is very similar to getting cold leads, getting postcard leads, getting website leads. There's a reason for that because it works. So how do you nurture a lead from an agent that's on the MLS? How would y'all do that? This is where some people kind of freeze. I don't know. What do you mean? Yeah. Continue watching it. Watch the listing. Continue to make your offer over and over again, right? If it's a listing, if your agent brings it to you and you make an offer and it doesn't go through, tell that agent, hey, I'm still in. Can you make the offer again? Hey, I'm still in. Make the offer again. Hey, can you find out what's going on? Why haven't they sold it? So the lead doesn't die just because you make an offer. That agent, the agent that brought it to you, they want their bacon. They still want the bacon, so they're going to work with you. So ask them, just remind them, hey, I'm still here. I'm still working it. Let's go. Okay? These steps, this strategy, this is going to create lead, like I said here, lead generators, agents that are going to want to send you the leads, because I'm just assuming agents probably also get fed up with investors that don't follow up. They get fed up with agents that don't follow through. They get tired of agents saying, send me your listings, send me your deals, find one for me that's at a discount and I'll buy it. They send it and then nothing happens. Agents want you as an investor to be active and to make offers and to be in the business. All right. So work with them. All right. So this is going to be building your agent network. 10 to 20 investor-friendly agents. What does investor-friendly agent mean? So, knows what you're looking for? They're not really going to know what you're looking for until you tell them. What's important for investor-friendly is that they're willing to do that. When you tell them what you're looking for, they're willing to sit there with you when you give 10 offers, right? They're willing to take the time to comb through the MLS, to ask people in their office if there's something off market or something that's, needs some help. They're willing to have you at top of mind so that you don't have to go chase them. Okay? That's what you're looking for. I've heard it said before, I don't know if this is accurate, but I've heard people say young and hungry. Now, young doesn't mean necessarily age, but like new to being an agent. I've heard that before. I've also seen new agents that don't know how to work and they don't work out. So I don't know that is a hard and fast rule, but you can certainly try that. But I like what we say for our partners go to the agents that have listings. If they have an active listing, their phone number is out there. They want to get called, and they've got momentum. And the agents in the room kind of know this. Your agent business starts to die when you don't have a listing out there. Something about that, just having the sign, having your name out in the world with a listing, right? It just builds momentum. Things start happening. So look, if there's a particular neighborhood you want to be in, side of town, city, whatever, look for agents that have active listings in that market right now. Call them. And even the busy ones, even the big ones that have a whole team, right? There's probably someone on the team that is geared towards investors, right? Or someone on the team that's there to take the new calls, new clients. Okay? So I do have the investor first call. We have a little script. It's not a whole bunch. I'll kind of give it to you right here. I wrote it down on the side. It's, hey, I'm an investor here in wherever you are, like Columbia, Lexington. If you want to be super specific, like I'm an investor in 29209, right? You can get as detailed as you want or broad. You can say South Carolina, whatever. Who's actively buying right now. And this is what's important, is the words you use is, I'm actively buying. I'm looking for something right now. There's nothing, I mean, you guys know, we move fast in today's world. If you tell an agent, I'm trying to buy something in about 6 months or so, okay, bye. Like nothing's happening. Let them know I was trying to buy something since 6 months ago, like for the last 6 months, but I just can't find a good agent. Build some urgency in there, okay? And I want to work with an agent that I can do deals with over and over again. Okay, so you just kind of paint the picture, and then you just say, hey, can I tell you what kind of property, what areas I'm looking for, and you let me know if you have anything available or if you know of anything. Okay, so the agents in the room will agree. They love to take the phone calls, but they don't want to talk to you forever. Okay, so make it a quick script, make it a quick, fast intro, hi, bye, and then you're going to follow up. Put them in your CRM, and you follow up. Okay? Equip them. We talked about that earlier. Give them your buy box. Let them know what you want. Let them know when you want it. Let them know how you want it. You want it perfect, or do you want it beat up? Do you want it with no roof? As Sean and Team BS would say, no floors. I want no floors. If you give me something with floors, I'm not buying it. So tell them how you want it. All right? And then again, I just said it. Follow up weekly, and then nurture long term. Okay? Yep.
I don't quite understand what a buy box is.
Buy box is, it's just, I don't know why that's a term. I don't know where it came from. But it's what you're buying. So it's like if you had to say your type of property, the location, yeah. It's just a investor term. So agents, if you guys think about agents like a well, the more you get connected, the more conversations you have, the more back and forth, the more water you're going to get. All right, the more benefit you're going to get. Okay, the deeper you go with that relationship, the better off it will be. And if you find those agents that have been around a while, this is their full-time job. I did not mention that earlier. Full-time agents are the best. Okay, not saying part-time agents can't help you, but if you get 10 to 20 part-time, you might as well have no time. Just like a couple of part-times maybe if they're real hustlers, but full-time agents, this is their job. The deeper you go with that relationship, the better off you can be. And again, you can make an entire business from one or two agents, okay? And they can make an entire business from one or two investors. So most investors never call agents. Like most investors in this room probably even. I want to ask, I know it's a safe space, but I want to ask you to raise your hand. But most investors don't call because they're a little bit afraid, like a little embarrassed, little sheepish, don't want to sound small, like I'm the new guy. You don't want to get a question from the agent that's like, well, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know what a proof of fund. I don't have a proof of funds. I don't know what that is. Or I don't know if I'm going to flip it or if I'm going to rent. I don't know how to answer that. So has anybody felt that before? Anybody felt a little fear? See, I knew if I asked it, nobody raised their hand. Yo, see, yeah, I got some truth tellers. All right. Yes.
So there's following that you don't I have the investor so I can walk through this money on my page to see it. This is a ability habits.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly the point, right? Is that calling and having that open conversation, if you just let them know where you are, if you say that 10 to 20 times, by the 20th time, you're going to learn so much, and you will have made 10 to 20 amazing connections with people who either the agents, like you said, aren't good for you, and you'll know it immediately because they'll brush you off and say, sorry, bye. But the ones that are there that'll listen and connect with you, you have 10 to 20 really great connections that you can build from. All right. So if you're open and honest, you can do that. If you don't make the call, it never happens. Right. If you make the call and you act like you know everything and, I buy 40 houses every month and I'm the biggest buyer in town and you want to send me everything, that's not going to work either. Right. So be honest, be who you are. Okay. Just position yourself as who you are. Like maybe you're the easiest one to work with. You're going to get back to them immediately. I've got my phone on me all the time. You will never go 5 minutes without hearing from me. They probably won't like that, but whatever it is that who you are, just be you and let them know that that's what makes you different. All right. So here's a little example of the award winner that chased us. Michelle, do you remember this one? This is a beauty. Michelle won an incredible award. I think this was the Pinnacle Award for all of South Carolina builders. And so since 2015, like I said, Michelle and I, when we were working full-time jobs, we didn't do any marketing. We didn't have a website. It was all agent referrals. All agents were bringing us pre-listings or listings. Like I said, I was looking on Zillow, but I wasn't sending them to our agents. They were bringing opportunities to us, and we had a handful. We had just a handful. And this one came from an agent who said, hey, I think you need to see this. It was on the MLS. I didn't see it. She brought it to us. It had been a duplex, I think, babe. It had been a duplex, but she was like, look, this is right up your alley. I think this is good. She kind of gave us the numbers. She's like, if you turn it into a single family, look at the numbers, look at the math. I was like, I think you're right. And I think we want to do it. And so we did. We ended up buying it at $200,000. Now, we were working, like I said, other agents knew we were buying. This was 2019. So actually we did have marketing going out, but we were still obviously working with agents. But in 2019, we had more agents. So we probably had a dozen other agents that we were working with and sending us deals, but only one brought it to us. And so what did that one agent get? She got her bacon. She got $200,000 because we bought it, and then we sold it with her for $500,000. And then actually because she got double commission because she found the buyer as well, and then she sold it for that buyer again. She's rocking and rolling. I wish I was the agent now, but like that one deal, and it goes, and I'm not preaching to the agents, but I am preaching to the agents. Like, look what agents can do. But you can use that experience, borrow my experience and share that with agents. Like, look, when we buy it, you'll get the commission. When I go to sell it, you'll get the commission. And what if you get the double commission? And what if you get the commission again? Right? So that's what agents and investors can do when they work together. So this one, we would have never gotten it if it wasn't for an agent that was thinking about us when they saw it hit the market. They were thinking about us because they knew we flip houses. They knew we had done some historic houses. They knew we liked that sort of thing. They knew we liked downtown. They knew we weren't afraid of no floors. This one, we actually had to dig. We had to take the kitchen floor out and dig 3 feet down. So you would have loved it. Right? So that's what an agent referral system can bring for you. All right, so you don't have to build this all out alone. This community, this network right here in this room can help you. Most people in this room tonight, you'll have some ideas, right? Who in here has some good ideas? Yep. All right, awesome. Some of you will leave here and build a lead generating machine right out of this room. Does anybody think that they have the tools to do that from here? Does anybody think that they can go out and start getting some leads from agents right now? Awesome. Good. So this is the blueprint. Obviously, we can't go through everything and generating leads from every different source, but this is one source that you're probably ignoring or at least not paying enough attention to. And guys, if you're in this room, think about everybody else that's trying to do deals. They're paying even less attention to your agents. So be the one that stands out. Go get them. The reason we created this community and these opportunities is so that we could build this all together. All right, we can build it a little bit faster. So if you need help with that, we have, I'm going to send you guys this video. I do have that script also that'll go in that email. Okay, so if you guys need any of that stuff, you just let us know. Like I said, we don't sell courses and stuff. We do have the learning center, but we build partnerships. And so we want to make sure that we're helping you guys in this room and we're building partnerships later down the road. I have one thing from you all, and you can take out a piece of paper or you can put it in your phone. All right. And this is for you. If you want to send it to me, I'd love to talk about it. I'd love to have a 15-minute chat with you about it. But fill out a quick survey. Where are you in your investing journey now? I'll give you a few minutes. All right, everyone turn around and wave bye to Michelle. She's got to go get our daughter because it's so much fun. Bye, honey. Smooches. All right, that's enough. All right. What's holding you back from more deals? Or one deal? Again, if y'all want to share this with me, you can DM it to me. Send me a Facebook message, and we can chat. I'm getting better about Facebook DM messages, so you can send it to me and we'll chat about it. Or in a minute, I'll give you a QR code so we can jump on the calendar. And then finally, what would your life look like if deals came to you consistently? Because, I mean, here's the truth. When deals start chasing you, like when those dogs start coming to you because you got bacon in your pocket, freedom stops being theory and it starts becoming normal practice. Like the deals come to you and you start shooing them away, things start to open up for you. All right, now that we're all introspective, thinking about ourselves, where will you be 1 year from now? And this is for y'all. As you leave here, I want you to be thinking about this. Like, am I going to have another house? Am I going to flip my first one? Am I going to buy my first rental? Am I going to do my fifth, my sixth? All right. As you leave here, be thinking about those things. Because if you don't think about it when you walk out this door, you won't think about it tomorrow. You won't think about it on Friday when you're tired and work's over. You certainly won't think about it on Saturday when you're laying around watching football or game day. Stranger Things. You'll be watching Stranger Things and not thinking about where I could be in a year from now, right? That's where y'all say amen.
Thanks for listening to the REI Deal Finders podcast. You can find out more and apply to be a part of the REI Deal Finder community at reidealfinders.club.